And we're here again.
Yay.
We have returned.
Are we here again?
We are here again.
I think so.
Here again.
Here we are.
It's kind of a metaphysical question.
I mean, it is. Can any of us really be here? Where is here? Because is the internet a place?
You have stunned us.
Could be.
No, you've just made me think of Dave Chappelle.
Okay. I mean, but is that a bad illusion?
No, if the internet was a place, was a hilarious skit.
Is that illusion or illusion?
Illusion?
Just the people running out of it with arms full of stuff was
right.
The best. Want to see me do this donkey?
Right. All right.
Yeah.
So things were happening. Exciting things.
Things and stuff.
That's right. Timothy.
Yes.
A Red Sashes. He wants your face.
Well, I'm going to pick up a rolling pin and lay about his head and shoulders.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a skirmish. And it sounds like it will be risky.
Risky.
I'm kind of thinking risky limited because a rolling pin is not one of your chosen fine weapons.
I can use one of my chosen fine weapons. That was what was here. I've got pistols and knives.
Well, I would recommend one of your fine weapons that you purchase to at least make it standard.
I will use one of my fine cutting knives because, pastries and, that kind of thing.
I mean, you need those little tiny filleting knives to get the fancy patterns and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
No, actually, this is one of the what did they call it? A pastry blender for cutting butter into dough.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pastry cutter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do. Any bonus dice for using a pastry cutter in a bakery?
I'm afraid not.
No. Okay. Oh well.
I mean that's just appropriate, more than a bonus.
I was so impressed with my idea that it didn't work well. I was much more impressed with the idea of laying about his head and shoulders than actually laying about his head and shoulders.
Well, I was going to say that you picked up the butter instead, but that makes a mockery of your character. I'm not going to do that.
You need me to look somebody up right now?
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you attack him with a pastry thing, and he is a trained combatant with several years of swordsman school behind him. So that don't work.
Yeah.
Take level 3 harm, stabbed. You may choose to resist that if you would like.
You really should.
Hey, a 6.
And a bunch of 2s.
Yeah, but only the 6 matters.
Okay.
So you do not take any stress, but you reduce it to level 2 harm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've used your armor yet or not.
I have used my armor.
Okay.
What is that plus heavy?
So that is if you want to wear heavy armor, then you basically have another armor box. But if you notice on the character sheet, like heavy armor takes up like 5 slots.
Yeah, it sure does.
So that really only leaves you one extra load point to have something like this blade.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I could do it, but I don't really see myself wearing heavy armor when I'm lounging around the house.
yeah, okay. That's fair.
You put on your coat.
You put on your baker's coat and no.
Yeah. This is my leather apron.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I guess level 2 harm then.
How do I take level 2 harm?
Okay, so it's on your little character sheet, obviously, but it's that place right below your stress where it says harm.
Yep.
Those
I
boxes.
see it.
You just click on the 2 slot and then just type in stabbed.
Stabbed.
Yep. And whenever that matters, you will have a -1 die.
Okay.
For instance, in combat.
Alrighty.
Which I think that means you're at 0 dice now when you skirmish.
Is that going to automatically reduce the dice, or do I have to remember to subtract it myself?
It doesn't automatically remember, unfortunately. Okay. That is the one thing this character sheet just does not do yet. As far as
introducing
the Adventure Jacket. If I were to roll skirmish now, I would have to roll a bonus dice and then take the lesser of the 2 dice? Is that how we would do that?
So your skirmish is 1, right?
Right.
Yeah. So you would be essentially rolling 0 dice, which is you roll 2 dice.
Right.
And then take the lowest. So you would probably just have to put those as, I guess, a bonus die. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
In order to make the system work. Edland. Clouds of flour and charred flesh waft up around you in a delightful breeze. It smells of baked goods and cooked meat.
I close the door.
Okay.
Lock it.
Yep.
Turn around towards the one that got in here. And say, have you ever read about exploding bakeries? Powder. It's in the air.
He has not, and he thinks you're bluffing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
No idea what that was.
I immediately get down on the floor.
I know. I was kind of...
As I hear his taser charging up.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It was out in the hall, but I don't know what it was.
There's a bear in your apartment.
I know.
Right.
You know, I did catch a homeless person sleeping in my apartment complex the other day.
Oh.
I was going to say, you said complex, so it's too slow for me not to freak out a little more.
Yeah, well. He was sleeping in the laundry room. I let him. Because it was that really cold night.
Yeah.
It wasn't snowing, but it was like windy. Like really windy. And I was like, well, I'm not going to be a terrible person. But then the next day I was like, wait a minute. I have to pay rent here. How come you don't have to pay rent here?
You're not sleeping in the laundry room.
It's true, but, you know.
I reach into my bandolier.
Mm-hmm. And pull out a flower?
That is right. I'm trying to see how vicious I want to be here.
It's a flower made out of fish hooks.
Oh. Why do we have that?
Stand still. I'm just seeing if I can get stand still. I can. And I inject him full of standstill.
What does that do?
A powder that causes temporary paralysis.
Okay. All right.
Blow it in his face.
Risky great.
I was almost going to do fire oil, but I thought that might get a little bit more dangerous than I was ready for.
Yeah, that would be desperate.
What stat?
Skirmish.
You said risky. Great.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh.
Well, that is the best possible result you could have gotten.
For you.
Right. So let's see here. What? It was only risky, so you know.
Am I drugged with standstill? Is that what you're saying?
No. That would again imply incompetence on Edlin's part. He's not incompetent. He just didn't succeed.
Okay.
So I'm kind of thinking that
I
you
inhale instead of exhale the dart.
right. No.
Right.
You stab him with the needle thing. It's a hypodermic thing of some kind. And it just breaks on his armor. So that will basically negate any other your bandolier things because you don't have a way to administer them now.
Officially, it says darts and syringes, but I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Okay. Jim.
Yeah.
Hamish. You
Yep.
are in front of the bakery. There are men standing about you, getting ready to...
Unsure, sort of?
They're kind of, doing this number. They're not attacking, but they're definitely, like, itching for a fight, as it were.
I looked down at the two bodies I threw at them.
Yeah. That was only 2 of them. There's 4 of us.
The other 2 are behind me.
And then they're going to attack you.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
So, I'm going to step into a doorway so that they cannot come at me more than one at a time.
So you're in the middle of the street.
Which is why, like I said, okay, maybe not step, but move to a doorway.
Okay.
So they can't come at me more than one at a time.
Okay.
And then I'll begin killing them one by one.
Okay.
Bloody and violent.
So you're going to skirmish then.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go with risky. Limited.
Why limited?
Because they're a gang, and you're one person.
Which is why I was trying to go for the door.
Right, and if you succeed at this roll, you will get there.
Okay. All right.
But if you don't succeed, then they will have had the opportunity to gang up on you. So
check. That makes sense.
It's kind of weird because I don't ever actually roll. You always roll, so it.
No, that makes sense.
Seems like it's negative.
You said it's risky limited.
Mm-hmm.
What would be the? I guess if I upped it to great.
Well, you can't go to great, but you could go to desperate standard.
Desperate standard. That would just mean that I managed to hurt one of them on my way to the doorway if I succeed.
Well, it depends on how you actually succeed. I mean, I'm assuming you're attacking them, so you will probably hurt one if you succeed. Yeah. But you will also be able to move to the doorway. Yeah. It's just if you if you fail this, it could go really, really bad because it's
It would be desperate.
Yeah, it would be desperate.
All right.
So like,
I'm just gonna keep it risky limited.
Okay.
Because I'm not necessarily trying to kill them yet.
Okay.
I'm more trying to defend myself while I get to the doorway.
Yeah.
So like using like my rope to trip one of them, or
Okay.
whip it out to keep them distant.
That's what she said. Yep.
Be strange for her to say, but okay.
I mean, I don't know why she says the things she does, but she's been saying them for years. So.
Devil's bargain?
Oh.
Should always ask.
I mean, you kind of always should, but sometimes I don't have great ideas, so maybe you shouldn't. You drop your weapon?
Nope. Nope. That is precious to me.
Wait, what is your weapon again?
It is a fine heavy.
Well, I mean, what is it?
It's a rope with weights tied in it.
That could be it. You're going to get so tight you can't use your weapon because it's a tight area.
Yeah.
Or they cut the weighted tip off.
Yeah.
Then you're just hitting them with a towel.
Right.
Then it's just
like
that's what they do.
I succeeded.
like some sort of hazing ritual.
I succeeded, Mark.
So you did.
Hold on. Yeah, go ahead. I just need to look at something.
You're a dog.
Yep, that's my basset.
I think it's Mark's. Mark's office dog.
Mark, you need an office dog.
Or
an office cat.
He's at the office. Oh no, I left something.
Be right back.
I knew I forgot something.
Oh, wait,
He's been there all
Saturday.
weekend. I hope he did some work.
Office cat had to stay late, deadlines.
Yeah.
Right.
So, all right. So you get back in the doorway, trying to fend them off as you go back. They get a few blows in, however, before you can get yourself situated well in the doorway. So you are going to take level 2 harm.
Okay.
Cuts and scrapes.
Roll here.
You may resist if you like.
I would. I roll my prowess, correct?
Yes, for this particular type of
6.
So you take no stress, and you will take level 1 harm instead.
Oh, should I use the rest of my load to give myself heavy armor?
You're not at any disadvantages at level 1.
You're not? All
Take
right.
some goddamn wounds and join the rest of us.
Sure.
Well, actually,
He says that, but he's just trying to get bodies to play with later.
It's true.
Yeah.
Actually, what, Mark?
I know. I guess you're fine.
Okay.
So yeah, just write that in on your. You actually have less effect
What do you
with a
mean?
level 1 harm, which is great, standard, limited.
Right. Okay.
So you are a less effective combatant.
But what other choice do you have?
Well, what other choice do you have?
I could have had heavy armor, but I'm not
No,
going to
you
do that
can't.
because yeah, I can.
You get it for free?
I get some of my other stuff for free, so yeah.
Yeah, but not the fine weapon. So you've already used armor, right? So that's 4 you've spent.
No, he does have armor as an ability.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you've already used that. He's talking about the actual
Yeah.
Right.
Do you have enough load to actually have heavy armor and your heavy weapon?
Oh, I thought heavy armor was 2 more, not 3 more.
Yeah.
My bad.
It's very expensive to have heavy armor because it's like 5 of your 6 slots.
That's another reason to get mule. Anyway.
Yes, that is another reason to get mule.
So let's go. Okay, yeah. So what's the effect?
It's just less effect whenever the wound would matter. And
so I'm just wounded.
Well, your cuts and scrapes, really.
Cuts and scrapes.
Level 1. But, you're in a fight, so it definitely matters right now.
That's okay. I'm going to down my Rage Essence vial.
And be angry.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So.
Bond. It's your favorite situation. Almost kissing a red sash.
It is my favorite.
You've done it so many times. You should be used to it by now.
I really have.
What are you going to do?
Okay. As he whacks me with the door, and I stumble back, I'm going to try to grab his sash.
Okay.
Wrap it around the back of his neck and slam his head into the door.
Okay.
And just drive the knife into his gut a little more.
All right.
I can make the attempt.
Just so you know, Mark, I forgot. I'm not just giving myself the bonus for fine. I forgot to be giving myself the bonus for heavy. Just for next time.
What's the bonus for heavy?
It increases. Yeah, it says that yes, because that's the one that gives me potency when the power or the reach of the weapon is a factor.
Oh, when the reach is a factor. Yeah.
Power or reach of the weapon is a factor.
Yeah, well, potency is the same thing as fine weapon, but it gives you another, instance where it would be useful. Like at range and stuff. So
am I rolling skirmish?
Probably.
Okay.
Kind of sounds like it to me.
Sounds like it to me too. All right. And this is desperate.
It is desperate, and it will be standard, I think. Okay. Yeah, because your weapons are fine still. I was thinking
they
pistols,
still.
But you've got
they're all fine.
The weapons, yeah. Right? Yeah, right. So yeah, standard.
Okay.
5. I think that was honestly enough to do him in, since you actually hit him.
Already stabbed him with a 5.
Yeah. You had already done him in some before, so you do manage to get him down. But there's a consequence. That consequence is going to be that when you slam his head into the door, you end up breaking the door. So now you can't close it.
Okay.
I mean, you can swing it shut, but you can't get it to
There's
latch
no way to
or
lock
anything.
it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Damn it, Mark! I've been screwing myself. Oh well. On the night not to be trifled with, I still get the normal benefit of pushing myself as well.
Yeah, that's true. You do.
I get both.
You would have had an extra die in those cases.
Or +1 effect. I could choose. It says right there, and not to be trifled with.
I think you're at great already on those rolls.
Yeah, but I could have got the extra die.
Yeah,
I have to remember that because that's even better than I thought it was.
Yeah, it actually is pretty good.
It's fine. I spent multiple games, not realizing my pistols had 2 shots each.
Right.
Right. So, back in the side. Timothy.
Yes.
Things are not looking good.
In the life and death struggle with the red sash.
This red sash has got your number. He has wounded you. He has started to wrap his red sash around your neck. He is going to parade you in front of all of his red sash friends later.
I'm going to continue to struggle.
Are you going to actually skirmish him? Or are you going to try to plead desperately for your life? Or
I don't think that's going to work, but you never know.
Actually, I am going to
Or you can say, this way to the vaults.
I'm going to plead desperately for my life and use that to distract him so that Chris can get a shot at his back.
Okay, so that raises the question of Edlin, what were you going to do? Because if you were going to attack him, then we would just roll that into like
I was going to walk off.
Timothy was helping you. But if you're going to do something different than that, that wouldn't be.
Well, I am going to attack him.
Okay. I mean, you definitely tried last time, but it didn't work.
Wow, that's weird. I just noticed that.
Whoa. What have you noticed?
So mine is a two-fronted attack.
Okay.
I throw, a cut open bag of flour at him.
Ah.
Then I slam my lit lantern into his back.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
All right. So that's really one attack. I mean,
The only reason I'm doing that because he did get hit in the front, so he might not have enough in the back to do a lot.
Okay. So that sounds to me, Timothy, like you are aiding Edlund.
Okay.
So you can spend a stress to give him an extra die on his attack and hopefully get rid of your attacker.
Alrighty.
Although he is also planning on lighting him up and making him explode right in your face. So that could be bad for everyone.
The guy's threatening me, so I'm backing away.
Yeah.
So
So Edlund. Yeah.
Can this be Prowl then?
It is ambushing.
Yeah. I can see that.
Position?
So I think it's standard. And I'm going to say great. Because, bombs in enclosed corridors, those are always good.
Well, it might not be a complete bomb. It's just... It won't be a...
It's a makeshift bomb.
It should be concussive.
My
Yeah.
options are risky, control, desperate, or fortune roll.
Yeah.
Which one?
It said risky.
Oh, I heard great.
Yes, risky great.
But yeah, what you said was risky standard. That's what it was, what you said.
Oh, did I? Okay.
But risky great,
Yeah.
and I get an additional die.
Yes. All right, you got a 6. That is definitely a roll you wanted a 6 on because you would have hurt poor Timothy as well if that had gone off. But it does go off. There is a cloud of flour in the air, but he was blocking it. So you got like the back of his head and, a little bloom around him. But you didn't manage to get it on Timothy or anything too badly. So when it does go up in flames, and it does, he is mostly unharmed. He has to do this number, but
I've still got my blood-stained leather apron.
Right. So, yeah, you make a big explosion in the hallway. Bond, Edlund, there's a big explosion in the bakery.
Great.
Yeah. Oh, and Hamish, you would hear that too, actually.
Great.
Yes, and you knock that Red Sash down. He is exploded.
Is he dead or just out?
He's out. I mean,
Okay.
It wasn't that.
I cut his tendons.
Which ones?
All of them.
All of them.
Hands and
That's going to take a while.
just quick cut. Steady hand. Surgeon. Just a surgeon's hand.
Well, he's not gonna hold still unless he's knocked out.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
He got concussed. A bomb went off like right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, rattle his brain a little.
Right. All right. So Timothy, you've managed to live. Vaughn,
You've managed to not die. Okay.
you've managed to clear out the front room, but the door is broken.
I take a quick peek outside.
Hamish is still outside.
With how many?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell because he has moved into a doorway,
Okay.
and so you can't actually get a good look at him. You can just see like his arms, sticking out every once in a while. And there's like 3 or 4 of them there.
Okay. Have I seen where the silver nails went?
They actually went back into the bakery, and they'll come out. Actually, yeah, about now. That makes sense. Sure.
Okay.
They come back up to the front and said, "We killed like 4 more."
Great. Check on Edlin and Timothy. I'm gonna go help Hamish.
Okay.
And then since they're all paying attention to Hamish, it sounds like
Pretty
I'll
much.
come up and shank one,
Okay.
but with a real weapon instead of a shank.
Sure. All right. Hamish, what are you doing? You've gotten yourself propped into a doorway.
Are you muted, Jim?
Well, he's not moving
no,
his mouth.
No,
Okay.
I'm just trying to decide what I'm doing here. Okay. So, do I see Bond coming up behind them?
No. The angle that you're at in the doorway, you're basically like blocked. You can't even see the bakery.
Okay.
Now, I mean, by the time he shanks them, you would probably get a look at him as he's shanking them. But like that would be the instant you would see him.
Well, and that's what I'm at. He hasn't shanked them yet, right?
Right.
Before I act.
Right.
Well, I don't see him, so I down my rage vial.
Okay. What does that do?
It increases. Well, I will tell you. It says.
Actually, can you send it to the chat? I don't even know if you can do that.
You cannot distinguish between friend and foe. You kill all before you.
Yeah, but does it like raise your potency or something?
It says it can either hold on. Did that not work?
You said rage essence?
Mm-hmm.
I've got it.
No, right there.
Right.
You send it to the chat?
Yep.
Okay.
And
You
it
did
specifically
badly.
says under me, single dose which greatly enhances user strength, resistance to pain, and irrational aggression for the span of several minutes.
Okay.
The GM will modify my position and effect accordingly when I fight on Rage Essence. Also, I suffer 2 consequences. Cannot tell friend from foe, and cannot stop until they're all broken.
Okay.
I may resist those consequences as usual.
Yes. So, do you want to?
I don't really want to resist can't stop until they're broken, but I would like to resist can't tell from friend from foe.
Okay. Are they both level 2 or one of them is level 1 and the other's level 2? I thought?
It doesn't say.
Okay. So they're probably both level 1. Or actually, let's go with level 2, but if you make it, it'll go away.
Alright.
So you are doing the can't stop till they're broken?
Get it?
Okay, so you're going to take...
No. I'm resisting the I can't tell friend from foe.
Okay. So you're going to take 1 stress.
Right. And then I'm out.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter.
You trauma it out then?
Yup.
Okay.
So I just start frothing at the mouth and
Right. Right. Yeah. I mean,
Rage Essence Vial was just too much for me.
yeah. When you when you fill out your stress, you're taken out of the conflict. So since you went out drinking a Rage Essence Vial, I'm kind of thinking that you just go frothing mad and
Yes.
Goes tearing off down the street.
right. You don't like pass out or get knocked out or anything. You just like. Rah, rah, rah.
They find me like over one of the corpses, like devouring the blood or something.
Yeah, that sounds
Takes off like
right.
a Tasmanian devil.
Right.
He's just eating all the discarded croissants.
Yep.
Those
I'm
weren't
dipping them in their
croissants.
neck blood. Their
Those
jugular
weren't
blood.
croissants.
Jugular blood is delicious.
Those are neither buttery nor flaky.
So, considering I went out on a Rage Essence Vial, I don't know whether I should take Reckless or Vicious as my trauma.
Well, you can decide. In the meantime, Bond. You are stabbing one of them in the back.
Which should be super easy. It's now that he's gone like raving mad out.
It's about the same timing, like
Okay.
at the point you would see him, would be the point that you're stabbing the guy, and that would be also when he's like. Rah!
Okay. All right. So, what is the position and effect?
I'm actually going to say that's controlled because they weren't paying attention to you.
Okay.
So there's not terrible repercussions necessarily. I mean, they will then, of course, turn around.
Sure.
But controlled. Let's go with great.
Okay.
Bro.
Once they turn around, it'll be sad. But
yeah,
right now it's going to be.
They turn around. And were you were not bringing the silver nails? They were actually going to Edlund and them, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was an explosion in the bakery.
Right.
I want to make sure.
Right.
Well, and you probably thought I'd be fine out here. You saw me just murder a ton of people by myself.
I did think you would. 6 on a great.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh, nice.
And 2 5s. Not that
helps at all. But.
No, but it's a nice roll. It's the sort of roll I expect from Shane.
Yeah.
He doesn't normally roll that way in this game, though.
No,
right?
It has not gone.
No,
that way in this
he
game.
hasn't.
He has a crit in this game.
It goes great in masks, but not in this game.
A crit is when you roll 2 6s.
Okay.
Or more.
Or more. Sure.
Or more.
But you only need 2.
Right.
So yeah, great. And with a 6, yeah. I mean, you cap that guy. He was not expecting it.
Maybe the others didn't even notice.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. That's up to Mark.
that would be a crit, I would think.
Okay.
But
yeah, I shank him a lot.
Okay.
Repeatedly.
Right.
An exceptional amount of shanking.
I see the spray of blood and just go rape it.
And when the rest of them turn to look, I just make sure he can see them.
Yes. And I mean the others do turn, but they've sort of got another problem to deal with. They've got a raging Hulk in front of them. So I mean he's not attacking because he is
at least he's
out.
a good distraction.
Right. He is out, but yeah, they've sort of got 2 fronts to worry about, and so they are actually going to try to back up to get into a better position so that they can, take you both on and not be split, essentially.
Gotcha.
So that is what they are doing. Now they are aware, of course, but they're not necessarily attacking you at this instance. Edlund and Timothy.
Yes.
You've got the door shut. There's a big explosion. There's some bodies. They hit the floor. Wrong with me.
I'm standing there. I'm standing there. My hair just big. My hair just all over the place. My eyes just completely wide and white.
Right.
And then he says, "This is the greatest day of my life."
And he gave me the idea for my new chemical lightning idea. My
Huzzah!
next potion.
How do you do a healing thing, by the way? Is that how you recover from
That's
harm?
downtime.
It's
Is that how you
downtime.
recover? Is that how you recover from harm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a long-term project essentially.
Yep.
Okay, that's fine.
You get to come and visit my lab.
Yep.
You get to come and visit the
And help you
lab.
leave with everything you came with.
So he's going to put worms inside of you.
He's going
Whatever.
to practice vivisection, but he is going to put you back together correctly.
He
Because
found these tapeworms and he wants to see how big they can get.
Mm-hmm.
I've thought about taking the
I don't eat enough for the tapeworm to. Yeah.
Oh, you're not eating it. It's not. That's not how it's going in you.
right
Because-
now.
Oh,
I heal at I heal at 3 die.
Yeah, he's good at it.
Yeah.
What's he saying himself?
Yes. Okay. So yes, you guys are in the back of the bakery. Where are you going?
I need to get to work. I am going to
That's not the silver nails.
disguise myself so I look like a baker, and
Okay.
then make my way out front and start selling a cover story.
Okay.
I will start telling everybody who will listen how the Red Sashes came in here and demanded protection money, and these silver nails were happened to be, nearby, and luckily they came to our rescue.
They were
They were
buying
ordering a
bread.
cheesecake, and
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, the Red Sashes just came knocking at the wrong time.
I'm going to talk to ink rakes.
I,
I'm going
I-
to talk to the crowd so that everybody tells the ink rakes the same story.
there actually isn't a crowd.
There isn't
Everyone
a
cleared
crowd.
out.
No, like people saw some real violence going down. They're like, nope.
Yeah, I did terrible things to people. A lot of them.
But yes, Edland, what were you doing?
I checked the door. Does anyone still seem to be out there?
You're checking the side door.
Yeah.
No.
I peek.
Hey Shane,
Yeah.
if you take out these guys,
Mhm.
we will have taken out almost 20 of their members.
Yep.
I peek out the door.
You've only got
Like,
30
just in
more to
one-
go
one
before you wipe
sitting.
the gang out. Oh, no.
I'm just saying, just in one go.
Oh no, we're doing work.
Yeah, okay, you peek out. It's the side of the bakery, so it's not like on the main street or nothing. But you don't see anyone out there.
Did they all
Seems quiet.
leave?
Everyone's got their shutters closed.
Did they leave?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Some nice electrical burns on the walls.
Yes, there's some of that. Yep. There's and there are some bodies, I think, right? Didn't you kill one of them outside?
I think so.
I drag them in.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Probably pieces of your, little Tesla arc, whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, there's lightning burns on the wall. Yeah.
No,
The
no,
shadow of
pieces,
someone going.
pieces of the gun.
So in this
Zorch.
world, Wakefield will be used instead of Tesla.
Hmm.
Nice.
The Wakefield arc.
I drag the one in.
So
Actually, wouldn't you just call it the Wakefield?
Possibly.
Well,
Wait.
no, because there's going to be more technologies based on that, obviously. So you gotta delineate which one it is.
But you can't call it the Wakefield field. That'd be weird.
Well, no, I mean it's the Wakefield arc and the Wakefield,
So I've obviously
Wakefield
got,
pylon.
I've got to introduce a new NPC, obviously, who steals all of your ideas.
Well, yeah,
Exactly.
obviously.
Right.
No. He buys them legitimately for a fourth of the value.
Right.
Right.
Right. Okay. So Vaughn,
Yes.
you are still out front,
All
and
right.
you are still fighting some Red Sashes.
I am going to move to where they have no choice but to be between the two of us.
Right. Right.
Also, I'm not looking like you really want to be near me at the moment.
right.
No, but I'm going to use that to my advantage as much as possible
Okay.
because I do realize what situation this is now. And then, how do I want to do this? Stupid old school guns. They're limited capacity. So there's the bakery that's like behind me probably right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there's the Red Sashes, and then there's another building on the other side, and that's where.
I mean, it's okay. So the bakery is not like at the end of a street, but it is, a sort of storefront, and so there are streets going off in different directions.
Okay.
And so it's just one of the streets, and so there's a bunch of houses, I guess houses, but like row type houses. Okay. Which is one of the entryways that he has ducked into.
Okay.
I'm sure this was a very accurate representation. You could totally tell what I was doing.
I got the general
right there
idea,
with you.
at least.
Yeah.
Mark, do that again.
I could have drawn this on the Roll20 screen, but that seemed like too much work.
I had to tell you this, Mark. Quick sidebar, sorry. When you did that, it was like, the Muppets when they have this arm separate from the body.
Yeah.
So it almost looked like, you were one Muppet, and then somebody else was doing your arm.
Fun fact about Muppets, did you know that most of them are left-handed?
Ah.
Did not. It makes sense, though.
Because the puppeteer uses their dominant hand, their right hand, for the head.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to try
them are right-handed.
I'm going to try to grip, get a hold of the closest Red Sashes, like sword wrist.
Uh-huh.
And stab him in the elbow joint.
Okay. Maybe we'll grind some bone, maybe?
Yeah, make his weapon, make his sword arm useless.
Okay. So you're going to be risky.
Standard. And if I fail this, I demand that he tell me that he's left-handed.
Okay.
Swap sword arms.
That seems totally legit.
Okay, let's see here. Bond. Skirmish. What's the position?
It's risky, standard.
Okay. Four is a success.
Okay.
Not ideal, but still a success.
Okay. So this will be fun. You stab at him. You actually do get him in the elbow. I mean, that's a thing.
Okay.
And he is not left-handed, so.
Well, I didn't fail, so it's okay.
Right,
yeah.
right.
Not left-handed.
Right. So he's not left-handed, and.
That's good.
So he, staggers a little bit, kind of peels off so that the others can move into his position.
Okay.
But that left a gap for Hamish, who is charging at you wildly.
Sure.
Okay.
So you are now in a desperate position because.
Excellent.
Because I'm just looking to lap up the blood on whoever.
Right.
Whoever's bleeding.
So,
I can smell your wounds.
That's a bad Hamish.
Right. So what are you going to do about that?
All right, he's charging me.
Yeah. He's not like charging you, but like just the way it worked out, the Red Sashes ended up being on the other side, and so you are the first target.
Okay.
Or the Hamish mobile.
Okay.
The pain train, as it were.
Here comes the pain train.
Right.
Oh man.
Thomas Paine, the pain train. Come on.
I know.
Come on.
That was
That was the best hero. All right. I'm just trying to get an idea of how this is. So I'm here. The Red Sashes are like here, and Hamish is coming like this way.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, basically. Okay.
All right, I'm literally just gonna run around the back of the Red Sashes.
Okay.
You take one look at me and run. No.
No.
Okay.
Not gonna do it.
That's fair.
Okay.
So skirmish.
Okay.
I'm thinking just to get around, in a fight.
That seems legit.
You are in a desperate position.
Okay.
But I'm going to say great, probably, because, if it works, then they got to deal with Hamish and not you. So
right. Desperate and great. And I'll go ahead and... No, I can't push myself. I could, but it'd be real close. I should ask what the devil's bargain is. But I already rolled. Bargain. So 6.
Oh, hey. Yeah, you do it then, huh?
Like a boss.
Like a boss. You put Hamish in their way, and he takes down 2 more. Because while they were certainly aware of him, they thought they were attacking you, and he was going to go for them, and then you just like ducked and rolled and
just rolled between their legs.
Right,
like something out of a zombie movie.
As soon as they looked up from where you went,
I am something like out of a zombie movie at this point, just biting their faces.
Right,
just a rage zombie.
Right.
Not great.
Yeah.
I'm good with it. I used Hamish as a weapon.
Right. So, Edlund and Timothy, you do meet the Silver Nails as you're coming up to the front.
Mm-hmm.
And Stavril's like, everything okay?
It is now.
I've got this knife in my chest.
Yeah, but you're walking. Walk it off.
My hair is still just out. Yes, but a couple of them are not there anymore, so they definitely know about that door.
Stop it with your pen, Danny.
It's not me.
No, it's me. Sorry.
Oh, stop it with your pen, Jane.
It's not a pen, but I'll stop it.
Sounds like a pen.
It would, yeah.
Okay.
It's this.
Ooh.
Neat.
It's just a fidget thing.
You mean like this?
Yeah, like that. Except it doesn't spin. You just have little doohickeys on it that click.
Doohickeys.
So yes. That's the Red Sash attack. Pretty much. The bakery is in a bit of shambles.
While Hamish is feeding on these Red Sashes, I knock him the fuck out.
Okay.
I get a big, heavy truncheon from nearby and just beat him in the back of the head.
No, I mean that's probably pretty safe.
Yep.
It takes 4 or 5 good whacks.
He is crouched over a Red Sash, just eating his face.
He thinks you're trying to take the Red Sash away from him, and he growls at you.
Just
right.
Right.
And then I drag him back inside.
Okay. You do that. And Timothy, now it's time to tell the cops a lie. Mm-hmm. Because yeah, blue coats are showing up.
Yeah.
I grab as many Red Sashes as I can.
I'm talking to blue coats and
not the bodies, but the sashes themselves.
I was about to say, do you mean the people sashes. Or the actual sashes?
Yeah, the sashes.
Okay.
Yeah, because we killed 20 of them, something like.
No.
It's like 14 or 16.
No. Yeah. Y'all are innocent bakers.
A couple of them ran off, so.
Yeah.
Well, I got at least 6 of them myself.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it wasn't that they all died. It's they were taken out of the fight.
Okay.
All
right.
So,
Still, they suffered terrible casualties.
Right. I mean, they won't be fighting the next time when you go wreak your unholy vengeance upon them. So, I mean,
Somebody wash the blood out of Hamish's mouth and dust him with flour.
I'm on it.
Right.
And then I put my baker's, outfit on.
No, we just need to take him into the underground areas.
Stash
they won't go there.
Exactly. And then I stash my bloody clothes and, put an apron on.
Okay. Yeah. So Timothy, you want to sell them a bill of goods?
Exactly.
I'm good with my hands.
I'm telling them all about how the Red Sashes came in and demanded protection money. And they were drunk, and that wine that they drink over there, and
that Eruvian wine,
that heathen wine.
Mm-hmm.
Did the Red Sashes have any money on them?
I mean, not really. No. I mean, they have money on them, but not like coin.
No. It was more, I just wanted to see how much. I was going to give the money to the head of the actual baker and go, offer half off bread. Let's see if we can counter some of this damage.
Actually, some of them are nobility, so they might have fine weapons and clothing.
I mean, all their weapons are actually fine. I mean, the Red Sashes have like particular swords and things. They actually have like a particular swordsmith who who makes their weapons.
We have a Red Sash sword sale going on right now, and
Fine Red Sash cutlery.
Okay, so Timothy, that's going to be a sway roll, probably.
A sway.
also makes julienne fries.
Will my harm actually deduct from this, or is it going to help?
What is your harm again? Just cuts and.
Stabbed to level 2.
Yeah,
-1
I mean,
dice.
it's not going to.
It shouldn't
Make it
affect your
worse.
sway.
Yeah,
I'm trying to use it to sell the fact that we've been attacked.
I mean, it definitely
yes.
helps sell it. It doesn't give you a bonus, but
Okay.
it's not like a penalty.
What's the position?
I think it's going to be. Well, that's tricky. You guys are wanted too. I mean,
They know who we are,
they know who you are.
or at least they know that that this
They
is
know who
probably-
we are,
They,
but
they know
they-
this. They know this is probably a front for us at least.
They know that this bakery is our headquarters.
I don't know.
Well, the Ink Rakes did publish that in the paper, pretty
did.
much. That's actually how the Red Sashes knew where you were. I mean,
Yep. What's up, dude?
I thought we discredited that.
No.
yeah,
you-
they printed a retraction 4 days later
Right.
in small print down in the corner of the
On
second
page 16.
Right.
Yeah, right. I mean,
Okay.
Going to be more
so
specific next time.
no one puts a first page retraction. Come on.
It didn't have to be first page.
Risky standard, probably.
Being as they have printed the
Oh, that's another desperate roll.
that story, I'm going to say that the Red Sashes came in here looking for that one gang that it's rumored to be hanging out in this area, and just attacked an innocent local store owner.
That's right. That's right.
Risky standard.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone can help sell your story. Not
Oh,
really.
somebody-
Threes.
Um,
So yeah,
I would have.
nothing.
I would have tried,
Yeah, because
But-
Shane was out there, but
but he rolled already.
Yeah,
Wow, you got a 3?
I got 2 threes.
Okay.
you slip and say something like, "Those terrible motherfuckers."
No, again, your character's competent.
They're just skeptical.
It's really more the fact that, they recognize you as one of the grave eels.
Oh,
So they're like, okay, sure, the Red Sashes came and attacked you. I totally believe that part. But you're a criminal as well. So
we were just defending ourselves.
so they're actually going to try to arrest you and take you in.
Oh,
I'll go with it.
You're gonna go to jail for us, Danny.
I will go to jail. I'm assuming that medical care was going to be involved in this.
yeah, that's funny.
This is the 18th century jails.
So,
Oh,
so-
okay.
so Danny,
You have to pay money to them in order to
Wait
have
1
food.
right.
So Danny, your line is all these bodies belong to me.
Right, pretty much. Yep, I'm the only grave eel here. This is my game.
So does that actually lower our wanted level then? If he
Let
does
that be a lesson to them.
If he actually goes to jail for it, yeah, that would actually lower your wanted level.
I'm headed to the pokey.
No, not yet.
I mean, you do
You're
have
in a hole.
LaRose. You have LaRose in your corner, once you get back to the pokey, but it could go badly for you. I don't know. We'll find out next time on Blades in the Dark.
On another exciting adventure.
We didn't even get to a job.
Nope.
I'm
but
looking
we
forward to stealing something.
I was gonna buy a downtime action.
You
No,
can
Shane
still do-
never even got his last downtime action.
No, he got his last downtime action. He
I
only
did.
One.
And then I was gonna buy another one, but I got interrupted rudely by an all-out assault.
You can still buy your downtime action. That's next time. You're still in downtime. So.
Right.
But we should do XP and stuff.
One quick thing I wanted to do.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to talk to Eckhard.
Mm-hmm.
And I want him to go to the corpse pile,
Ugh.
especially the ones from our party, find Stasi and have her bring her head back to me. Our rivalry is not done.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Okay.
So
You're a crazy person.
basically, I'm going to have her head put in my Wakefield juice.
So you can talk to us.
The Wakefield juice.
Nuts.
I don't
Okay.
like Wakefield.
Okay.
Juice.
That's
I
the
like
Okay.
it.
chemical I came up with in my special appointment that stops decay.
It's just gonna preserve her head.
Yes, going to preserve her head. So I'll be sitting there and we'll have an argue. Walk in and I'm talking to myself, arguing with her head over
Okay.
something.
Chris.
He found out
Yep.
that when you pass
Yep.
a electrical current through the head in the Wakefield juice, that the mouth actually moves.
Okay. Chris. Yep, you've done it. You've gone too far.
So,
That is crazy.
Edlin, do you want to start with your
Sure.
XP?
You know what? As long as he doesn't bring her to the mess hall.
So there were a lot of desperate actions. I hope everyone was keeping track.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Actually,
I got at least 2 of them.
Okay.
I might have had 3, but
I'm very close on some stuff here.
All right.
So, did you address a challenge with technical skill or mayhem one time at least?
I mean, what are you considering the mayhem?
Using my lightning thrower.
Okay. Because I would actually consider mayhem to also be throw a bomb at Timothy and hope that it doesn't kill him.
No,
that
you're right.
seems pretty.
I kind
Yeah.
of forgot about that one. So I'll take 2 on that.
All right.
Express your beliefs drives heritage or background. I was trying to be the scholar. It's like, do you know what this does? So I
Yeah.
was trying to use that, so I'm going to take it at least once.
Okay.
And struggled with issues of your vice trauma during the session. That's all he does now. He's just a struggle with unstable.
He's just a walking trauma.
Yep.
So I'm going to take that.
Okay. Cool.
Next.
Next is Timothy.
Timothy.
What do you
Okay.
think, Timothy?
Okay, so by address a challenge,
Do you mean succeed in a challenge, or is that just
No.
attempt?
It does
No,
not
address
It does
does
not
not
mean
mean
it succeed.
Okay.
let's see. I've got address a challenge with deception or influence.
Let's see. I was caught flat-footed there at the door. Absolutely nothing. I did set up the guy for Edlin to throw the bomb at his back. I think that's it.
No, you dressed in a baker's uniform and tried to go out there
Yeah,
and sell
yeah,
yourself
that's
not
right.
the gang.
I was going to say, your last
think that
action,
too.
I mean,
Totally forgot about that. Yeah.
it didn't succeed, but you addressed the challenge.
Okay. I express my beliefs, drives heritage background. Nah.
Really? Because you got shanghaied twice.
Right.
I would say that's
got-
at least one there.
Yeah, you got
Okay.
press gang twice, so I think that sort of counts.
Okay, I'll take it. Struggle with issues from your vice or traumas during the session.
I didn't get drunk. I did not.
What is your trauma?
It's
Right.
reckless, but
Reckless? Okay.
I don't know.
don't think I did anything too reckless.
Well, you did open yourself up knowing
To a
that I was
bomb?
going to do something stupid.
I thought you were going to tase him.
I say that
And he
is,
did.
that would actually be worse because that would have hit you.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
actually an area of effect weapon, so
Okay, I'll take it.
So I'd
All
say
right.
at least 4 there.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not actively trying to kill you yet.
Do.
so does that max out your playbook?
It does. It does.
Cool. So you get a new thingy.
Now you're going to put the rest on a skill or take 2 into the next one?
I think I'm going to put the other 2 into prowess and maybe start working on picking up some points in skirmish.
Nice.
Okay.
It seems to be a useful skill.
I mean, it comes in handy occasionally.
Yeah.
All right. Hamish.
Okay. Did I address the challenge with violence or coercion? Yeah.
I don't
No,
think you did.
I don't think I did at all. Yes.
You
did
did
I-
coercion too, so I mean, it could be two.
Yep, absolutely. 2.
I guess I should say coercion also.
Yes, I was actually counting that because I did try to, make them scared and then,
Right. Okay.
Did I express my beliefs, drives, heritage, or background? There was no anti-noble thing.
Oh my God, Shane, stop it.
Sorry.
I did.
Let's put this over here.
I am a. I don't know. Let me think.
It's hard not to fidget with the fidget thing.
I mean, that's what it's designed for, but sounds like you're incessantly clicking a pen, and I.
Yeah, it is pretty close to the same sound.
You've muted yourself somehow there, Jim.
I think I sort of did, but I don't know if it counts. I was all about let's go kill the Red Sashes immediately because I don't really even have beef with them except for that they betrayed my friends, which is a big thing for me. But I don't know if that counts.
They didn't really betray them. We've just been fighting with them since the beginning.
No. Okay, they didn't
it.
betray you, but they did try to kill you.
Well, sure.
I would take it for at least one then.
All right.
I mean, it is up to you. So if you feel that was an important thing for your character,
Did I
then
struggle with my issues of vice or trauma? Yes, because I did the thing where I've been trying to find another purveyor of vice, which I completed, so that the gang could do another job and betray my other purveyor of vice.
I'm trying to think, is that really a struggle, though? Because you actually set yourself up so that you wouldn't lose the vice purveyor.
Right, as opposed to just doing it. And
You were actually playing it pretty safe.
Yeah, okay, I was playing it pretty safe, but I also had to spend all my time and money doing it.
I mean, that's true. And speaking of that question, have you picked your trauma?
Well, okay, so I don't know whether I should go with unstable, where I can instantly fly into a rage.
Uh-huh.
That's how my unstable would come out.
It'd be great to have two unstable people.
Or vicious. I seek opportunities to hurt people, even for no good reason. I just don't know. What do you guys think?
Either way, you'd have one that one of us already has.
You can go with haunted. You ate people's faces. It might kind of mess with your willingness to do that again.
Eat people's faces?
Well, to use the rage stuff. Because it drove you a bad place.
I mean, there's a lot of good possibilities there.
Yeah.
Reckless too could be like a side
You've got
effect of
flesh
the
between
could
your
be a
teeth.
side effect of the rage essence.
That's true.
Your first stool after that day.
Ooh. Yeah.
Ugh. That's disgusting.
You ate their faces to absorb their power.
Right.
Yeah, haunted. You often lost in reverie, relieving past horrors of seeing things. You just imagine yourself eating the faces.
Or, another option is you could just always take obsessed, and now you're obsessed with eating faces, or obsessed with rage.
The way you felt when you had the rage vial.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, you could be like, I got to feel that hit again. Mm-hmm.
Right. Dang, there's so many good options here.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to choose right now, but
I took a session off to pick mine too. So
I was just curious if you'd picked it yet.
No, but that does advance my playbook and put me a little experience in here. And just the one, not the two. So yeah,
hey, Jeff,
I'm gonna take.
You have two attributes that could
finish up. Actually, that's true.
Because you got at least 3 points.
Yep. Oh no, yeah, I finished 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would let me finish my. I'm gonna say resolve.
Okay.
So I can
just put the points in whatever you want.
Experience at the end of session, yes.
Okay.
So the desperate rolls have to be in the the thing,
Right,
but
right.
but your end of session can be anywhere.
Okay.
I now have a point in sway.
Okay. Bond.
I'm also going to pick up.
Okay. You addressed the
I'll
challenge with
decide.
tracking or violence. I addressed a challenge with violence the entire session.
Mm.
So I'll go ahead and mark that. You express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. That's been a hard one for me. And this session was basically just killing everyone, which is not his heritage or drive or background. He just wants to elevate his position in the world.
Right.
And to do that, we have to kill all the Red Sashes.
I mean, you did talk about water clocks a lot, but
We did.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess that's part of it. And I get to get that point so rarely. Maybe I'll just take that.
May I suggest something?
Yes.
When it comes down to your heritage is your family died in the Lost District. So your
Yes.
entire drive is not to die lost.
Is not to die like that.
Yes, to die
Yeah.
to gain. So anytime you gain any kind of any kind of bonus, any kind of the water clocks,
Any sort of affluence.
yes, you're proving
Even-
another step that you're not going to die that way.
Even
that is-
notoriety,
that is true.
because you won't die lost.
Right. I won't be
Right.
forgotten in some
Right.
waterlogged hellhole.
Right?
Okay. Okay. That's a good point.
Yeah, I like that.
And then, struggling with issues from your vice or trauma during the session, I went out of my way to elucidate my trauma, or to use my trauma this time. So, which is vicious.
Yeah.
So I wasn't going for the kill. I was just going to, hurt them as badly as possible. They can limp away
Okay.
if they're still capable. So
Okay.
goes off. So I'll fill my chart. And
So we've got
Ghost
the
Hunter.
crew.
Ghost Hunter's cool.
For the crew advancement, did you execute a successful espionage, sabotage, or theft operation?
No.
No.
Contend with challenges above your current station.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one. And right now it's ambitious or out from under your...
I don't know.
I can't actually see what that last word is. Thumb? Nose.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
probably knows.
Problem is, that's almost another reputation. Don't fuck with us. You don't come into our home.
You come into my house.
Right. We did kill a lot of them very publicly.
Uh-huh.
So are the spirit wardens just going to live outside our door now?
I mean, they might.
That'd be fine. It'll keep other people away from our headquarters.
Well, yeah. You could get rid of the bodies, though. You do have the hagfish.
Oh, we do
farm.
have the hagfish
Oh,
farm.
yeah.
Truthfully,
We-
that's
we
why I
went-
was dragging them inside.
Right.
So the ones at the back door are gone.
Yeah, I didn't because the blue coats arrived. But otherwise, yeah, take all the bodies in.
Okay, and express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew.
Ambitious.
Yeah.
This one was very reactive though. Like,
Yeah.
It was very reactive, but I don't know. I mean, I could see where it might be the essential nature of the crew. You're all horrifically vicious and
yeah.
Sure.
terrible people at this point, so I don't know.
I would say it at least once.
Yeah.
As it turns out, yes.
Right. So I could see that one.
So that filled up then, right?
No, you're one short.
Didn't we get to? Oh, were you marking it as we went?
Yeah, I was marking it as we went. Yeah.
Sad.
So yeah, one short. And if you'd actually gone on a mission, you probably would have gotten it. But
But we're at war.
right. But that's what happens when you're at war.
I'm gonna take vengeful.
Mm-hmm. So, all right, that was Blades in the Dark. We'll come back next time and find out what horrific trauma Hamish has and how Timothy's time in jail is.
I'll have to leave for a minute. Did he end up going into jail?
Not quite yet, but
We'll see.
Going
get
to
him out.
Oh, trial.
there's a difference between jail and prison.
We'll get him
So-
out of it.
Mhm.
Talk to the rose.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.